Hello everybody, today we've got a special mail day. First of all because I have acquired 4 cards that I thought I wouldn't be able to afford anymore after one more spike in the last several months. And also because these cards are damaged, but damaged in an interesting way. I'm definitely going to play them. I'm not going to sell them anytime soon, so I thought why not? We're going to examine it and talk about some very interesting life situations. So I'm going to open this and we'll see the exact condition, because I do know what these cards are supposed to be, but again, taking into consideration the interesting situation with them, we're going to examine what the exact condition is, because as you will see, there are some things that you cannot really see in the picture, or even if you look at the video, if you ask the seller to make one for you. So we have got collector's edition dual lands, and the dual lands are the ones that are among the most expensive ones. As you have seen from my collection videos, probably I've got 4 of each of course I've got 4 of each dual land, except for Tropical Island, Volcanic, Bayou, and Underground Sea. So 3 enemy lands and also the Underground Sea. And these cards, as I was told by the seller, were in a fire, and they were in a safe, but there was a fire in the building, again as far as I understand the story, and this is why there is some damage on these cards. But let us see. First of all, the thing I was referring to is smell. I'm going to see if these actually are burned very well. We'll see if these are medium rare, well done, or medium well. I'm still not sure about that. And we'll see how smoky they are. And the only reason why I'm interested in this, again, these are not for sale, definitely not. The reason why I'm interested in this is whether I should keep them with my other corresponding dual lands, meaning does Tropical go with Tropical, does Volcanic go with Volcanic, or should I put them into a special slot of my binder where I'm going to keep these smoky lands. So I'm not entirely sure about this, so let's examine them. And again, this brings us to this very interesting discussion, is that we all have these cards. They are expensive. They are much more expensive than a piece of cardboard should be, definitely. But we understand what kind of nostalgia, what kind of emotions are attached to it, what kind of scarcity, supply and demand dictate all of these factors. So let's take a look at that. First of all, we've got Underground Sea. Alright, I believe it is worth it to take it out. Okay, yeah, it's not pretty. Like, not at all. Looks like some almost water damage. The metallic paint has come off here. I do not actually see any burn, or I don't know, smoke damage, whatever you call it. Oh, okay, they are smoky. If you just smell them, definitely you can see that there is some smoke there. Yeah, and again, I don't know what the situation was with the individual. As I understand, this individual is not the seller, the person who had the fire in the house. So again, I hope that this person is doing well. But yeah, okay. That's you know what? Let's take this out. And try to put it in. I know it's crazy to do without the double sleeves, but let's still go for it. Let's grab another card, and let's simply see if it is possible to just feel the thickness of this card You know what, maybe we'll take one more, just make sure. And I'm just not going to look at them, I'm going to shuffle them a little bit, I'm going to try and understand which card is the thicker one, if it is possible. Okay, this one seems flat. This one, okay. I believe that this is the damaged card, and I'm right. Yeah, I don't know, that's not perfect. That's actually worse than I expected. Of course, I'm not going to just try and feel these cards, and there might even be some way, I don't know, I can put a huge pile of books on it and maybe it will make them flatter. I don't know. So far it's not perfect. But then again, what would you expect? The price was really low, and Underground Sea, I was only able to afford 2 copies, and this was back when I was trading my Mox, no, not Mox Diamonds, Lion's Eye Diamonds. I was buy listing them, and it was almost 4 years ago, so you can imagine the prices. Right, so this is Underground Sea. Next is, and I believe this is a better condition card. It certainly is in a much better condition. First of all, the surface is flat. The surface is much better. And then if we examine it from this side again, the smell is the same. The smell is the same. So compared to the usual card, which doesn't smell almost at all, unless it's a fresher card. Well, I would say that the only thing that gives it away is the smell. The condition, of course, is not near mint, but I was never promised a near mint card. So if you just take these side by side, I believe they were in slightly different conditions, maybe lying in different places, and were affected by this fire in different ways. Okay, yeah, so that's reassuring. And next, I'm actually interested in Volcanic Island, because Volcanic Island is a very important card. You know how blue and red is good. So is, of course, black and blue, but let's see. Alright then. So, Volcanic Island. Let's examine the damage. Okay. So, as expected, Volcanic Island, the more expensive card, is also in a terrible condition. While there definitely has been a lot of damage to that. And I'm trying to examine the surface and understand whether this is the gold paint that came off or something else. I'm not entirely sure. It might simply be the paint that came off. Probably this is the case. And again, yeah, the surface is absolutely terrible, absolutely terrible. You know me, I never double sleeve my decks. So I will probably put it inside. I will probably try and do something to strengthen these cards a little bit. I'm not sure it's going to work, but still, let's, hope for the best. So Volcanic Island, yeah, not very good. But then again, is it playable? Yes. Is it tournament legal? I believe it is tournament legal. Well, of course it is not a tournament legal card because it's collector's edition, as you might have noticed. But would it be legal in a CE sanctioned tournament? Probably yes. And I guess one more card that is not the most desirable dual land, but still quite expensive. This is Bayou. And again, it is in a better condition, even though here you also see some of the gold paint that came off, but at least it's not that wavy, and there is some surface that is a little bit bent. Right, but of course Volcanic and Underground Sea are the worst here. Well, the only question, and again this question is still a relevant one, is whether I keep them together with the other lands, or whether these would actually give this burnt paper smell to the other lands. Probably it's better to keep them separate. So anyway, thank you for watching, and thank you the seller. Again, I knew what I bargained for, and I really appreciate the sale. I am definitely sure that it is a good deal for me, and now I can build any kind of deck, any kind of multicolor deck without restrictions, because even in the let's just say double color decks, I mean 2-color decks, it's not all the time that you would want all 4 duels, so I wouldn't be feeling really limited by the number of duels that I've got. And yeah, basically 36 duels. You've heard of 40 duels before 40, so I've got 36 before 36, and this is actually a good thing. Anyway, thank you for watching, and again, this brings us to this discussion of how far can you go, how much damage can you accept on a card. I've got a clipped card, a very nicely clipped card, as you know, the Sea Lotus, and I have now these cards that look like water damage, but instead this is fire damage in some way, in indirect way, of course. So time will tell how much damage people are willing to accept, and how liquid these cards will be, how desirable they will still be. I definitely believe that there will be a market for these cards if I should decide to sell them in, I don't know, 10 years from now or such. But so far I'm going to play them, I'm going to enjoy them in my decks. Definitely great cards. So that is it. Bye.